Okay, hello again. I'm going to try and tidy up the parts in I Looked Away because there's a few bits I actually forgot. Not to wriggle off the hook, but there are so many parts and fills and licks in this song, and some, you know, I just finished it and I thought, oh, I forgot that bit, I forgot that bit. So I'm going to try and eradicate that and sort that out. So I do apologise. So, one bit that I maybe wasn't terribly clear about is the first thing you hear. At the time I said to you, you have to play that through the chords. Etc. Right? Now, after listening to it again on headphones for about the 1000th time, I think Eric just plays the notes. So there's one track, just a single note guitar, like this. There is a part behind it going. And if you wanted to play it live, I think you would have to play a composite, unless there's like a lot of guitarists. If you wanted to make it exactly like the record, which would be fantastic, you could just go and have your co-guitarist go like that. That'd be brilliant. Next thing is at the start, when you hear this lick, or part, whatever you call it, when it goes, right, it's actually a harmony to that, and it's down the bottom. It's a harmony in thirds over A, G, E. Which would be, I put it down here, so you get, and it goes, and then when the main part goes, and the other part goes, this third part goes, and you see those last two harmonies meet, and they dovetail, and they meet on that note, so there's that note, and they end up on the C chord, right? So there's that bit. Now between, after the first verse, if you like, where you get the F, where you normally get, or that bit, it's looking to move to A minor. So what happens is this. It's a lovely bit that's really, I find it really dramatic. It's G, E minor, A minor. And over that you get, so this is when we get, and those are the licks the second time. And that lick is to get to that A minor chord. First time though, it's slightly different, so you get, it plays that. Second time, plays that. And then we get one of my favourite bit. And we're back into the She Took My Hand. The one thing I've always found quite funny about this is the rundown that goes. That's the bit that Bobby Whitlock harmonises with. So when you get that bit, she tried to make me understand. That comes off an F. She tried to make me understand. And Bobby Whitlock sings, she tried to make me. You see? So you get that lovely harmony. So you get, I looked away, and when the you get a diminished chord. And when Eric sings, and she ran away from me today, Bobby sings the high part, but they don't harmonise, or if they did, it didn't make it to the record over the I Looked Away vocal. And I would imagine someone would have gone, she took my hand, and Bobby would have gone, she took my hand. You know, and I think it would have fit in really nicely. Maybe someone sung it, told them they didn't want to use it, and ultimately, you know, they know a lot better than me. But it just seems natural. Whenever I hear the record playing or I'm in the car listening to it, I always kind of want to play that bit. So, last bit of the forgotten bits, and in the next video I'm going to play all the licks in the right order, so it'll be a lot easier to learn, because there's a couple of them I played out of sequence. So again, I'm sorry. This bit goes. Right, we all know that bit. Remember the F sharp bass? There's sometimes when he's playing that, he repeats the B note quite a few times, so it goes like this. And it's got that sound kind of like a Mexican cantina. Like it could be in the soundtrack of The Magnificent Seven, you know? How many men you got? Yeah, something like that. If anyone wants to hire me to put little guitar bits over big movies, you know, I'm here. So, that's all the bits that I forgot. The other bits I played, they're not necessarily in the right order, which will probably remind some of us of the criticism of some musicians when they say he did play all the right notes, just not necessarily in the right order. Right, so next video I'll play all the fills and try and get them in the right order. So this time we've tidied up that bit, we've elongated, we've got the lick, and we've got, and then, right, so that's it tidied up to the best of my abilities. Next video will be all the fills in the right order.